sociopathic. How stupid would it be if he sucked and we were doing press and I was like, he was great. Like, I was watching the Teletubbies when I was like, what am I gonna learn from that weird
Joe, it's good to see you.
You too.
What a great film. I mean, just the fun that we needed. I know you're not going to mind me asking about Brad, and I know you said you're not going to get sick of talking about him because he is so great, but obviously the guy's been acting since before you were born. Now you're in a film with him. Is that still not a pinch me moment?
I mean, absolutely. The fact that I, like, when you look up to someone like Brad and you also just know, like, what a weight his name carries in so many people's minds and hearts. There's definitely this intimidation almost when you first meet them and go on a set with them and just like excitement. But man, I have to say, like, he's such a chill human being. He's so sweet, he's so funny, he's so easy to be around. It always shocks me that, like, I mean, he's been through so much, he's been in the spotlight for such a long time, how he manages to be at the same time the most laid back, kind of caring guy.
Yeah, and that's what you want to hear, you know, when you just admire
That's what you want to meet too.
Yes,
like when you admire
exactly.
someone, like how stupid would it be if he sucked and we were doing press and I was like, he was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and you got him in a selfie, which is very rare. Getting Brad in an Instagram selfie, like, you're making things happen. Have you got something in your contract now that says you're only going to do these, like, have these, like, royal names? Because obviously you're Joey King.
Yep.
The prince in here. We've got the princess as well. What is going on?
I don't know. Honestly, it's so crazy. Like, it's kind of nuts because I did film The Princess and Bullet Train, like, you know, not super close together, and it's wild they're coming out at similar times, but they were close enough to where I was like, what is happening? Like, I'm playing all these characters with all these crazy names and my name's King. Like, it was so weird.
Keep up that royal
and
demeanor.
now I'm in London with the crown.
Well,
like,
there you go. Obviously the princess, she looks very innocent. Like, you look very innocent, but isn't. She is the villain. Do people misjudge you in the same way?
I think that
not that I'm saying you're evil.
No, I know the only similarity, because she is pretty sociopathic. The only similarity I really do share with Prince is the fact that I think I too am underestimated or overlooked or have assumptions made about me based on only the way I look or just what people assume about you without knowing you. So that is something that I do definitely relate to with my character. Everything else, I just don't find it in my heart to sympathize with the prince.
I mean, I would really hope not at all. Jeez. And obviously in here we see Lemon's obsession with Thomas.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with Thomas before this, by the way?
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. But was there any kids shows that kind of had an impact on you in the same way that Thomas the Tank Engine had an impact on Lemon?
Not that I can think of. Like, I was telling like someone else, I was like I was watching the Teletubbies when I was like, what am I gonna learn from that weird excuse me. But I think that, you know what I spent most of my childhood watching? Because the only thing I was allowed to watch in bed at night, I could watch anything during the day, but the only thing I was allowed to watch on TV at night, because my mom didn't want us staying up late watching TV and being interested, I was only allowed to watch HGTV, the Home and Garden network. And, little did she know, I actually loved that show, that network and all the shows on it. So HGTV changed my life.
Well, now you have a wonderful home and garden, I hope.
I sure do, actually.
There you go. So it had a positive impact on you
at the end of the day.
And this is such a fun cast. From what I've seen, even on this press tour, you guys look like you're having an absolute ball. If you had to pick only one of them, though, on a long train ride, let's say from London to Scotland, which takes forever here because we haven't got bullet trains.
Yep.
Who are you picking? Who's going to be the most entertaining?
Well, I mean, they all have their wonderful traits and they all carry a good conversation. But I think I'd have to go with Brian. Brian and I are like this. I could spend just unlimited amount of time with him and be so happy. He's the best.
I've seen you guys have been.
Yeah, he's one of those people though too, where it's like we love to talk, and then if we're not talking, it's not awkward. Like that's the best. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Was he the biggest joker on set as well? He seems like he would be.
Brad thinks I was as much as, but I was not. As far as like wit and quickness, like Brian is truly the master of wit and comedy, and he just had all of us in stitches all the time.
Oh, man.
I'm obsessed with him. He's the best.
Yeah, it looked like it was a ball. So, and you guys have put it on screen and you've held your own with all the guys. So you've done a great job. Good
Thank
luck with it,
you.
Joey. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Bring back
too.
the pink hair.
I know, it was so good.